Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be going over all of the important cards we lose to rotation. So, in case you don't know, every year an older set of cards with block icon of 1, or the oldest, a set icon, a block icon of cards will rotate from the game, meaning they're effectively banned, quotation marks, and you can't play them. There are a couple of exceptions to this rule that I'm going to get into before we start the bulk of the video of all the important cards we're losing that you will not be able to play come April 1st, 2026. So if you're trying to build a deck and you're thinking, oh wait, hang on, is that card actually illegal? You look at your card and you see this here, the Zoro, the Devil Fruit, and the little one in it. That means you cannot play it as of April 2026. And obviously, April 2027, the Block 2 cards rotate. April 2028, the Block 3 cards rotate. You get on rotate. Every year, a new block rotates out of the game. It's effectively banned. So the exception to this rule are cards that have received manga, even if you're not playing with the 1,000 quid manga card. All artworks of that card. So see this Nami here. It's gotten a manga version of the card in PRB 1. So this other Nami can still be played, even though it's a Block 1 card. And then there's also a handful of cards, these on screen, that despite being block 1, Bandai have specifically reprinted in PRB2 with a new block number, saying that you can play these, even afterwards. And I'm not entirely sure how long this might, I'm not sure they're forever, or, like, they just get an extra block, like, a couple years, I'm not entirely sure. You probably have to do some research on that. But these cards, in addition to the manga cards, aren't rotating for at least a little bit. So there's nothing crazy in here. It's kind of just Kaya, Nojiko, the zero cost events, and these two searches. I guess they're the main ones. So let's get into the cards that we actually are losing. And the first one is Red Zero. Red Zero is a very popular leader. It's not been meta relevant for a hot minute now, but it's going, and a lot of people love this deck. So I would bring it up that we are losing the Zoro leader. We are also losing Otama. Otama has been a generically really strong red 2k, being just a 1 cost 2k with -2 for the entire turn. Really good at clearing cards like 8 cost Kid when you just need that the power down for your entire turn. Or if you need to combo it in with like removal if you're playing like Red Marco or Red Shanks. But this is rotating, unfortunately. This 2k Sanji has also been played in red decks for a long time as an anti-staff tool. So sometimes, if you're playing an aggro deck, your opponent wouldn't punch your face to not give you cards to feed into your aggression. And you would combat that by using the Sanji to take your own life, increasing your hand size. But we are losing this 2k, we won't be able to use it. A bit sad, but not the greatest loss. This Rush Zoro has also been, it hasn't been seen in a while, but it is a good red card that a lot of people play. So I just thought I'd mention here, we are losing this red Rush Zoro, 3 cost 5k Rush. We're also losing Radical Beam. Radical Beam has been a staple in red for the longest of times, and it's even today played in Ace, which is one of the best deck in format, arguably. And we are losing it, so that's something to note. If you're playing a red deck, you're going to have to find a different counter event. 5 cost Law, into some of the green cards from OP1. 5 cost Law, this has also been a good green card just for the bulk of its life. 5 cost 6 blocker that can like bounce a dude and play it. Off the top of my head, I don't know the last meta deck that played it, but I played it a lot on Chopper, so that might be partly why it's here. So that's some of my bias. We're also losing 8 cost Kid. 8 cost Kid is an insanely strong card. Like, this has been game warping for green for the longest amount of time. Since the day it was released in OPO1, this card has been in green decks. Because there's no leader locking to it. You can play this in every single green deck. You play it in Bonnie, you play it in actually that's the only red green smoker. You can play it in everything. It's just a really good game, making everything attack this card. It's part of the reason Otama was so good, was that you could minus it to 6k, so it's way easier to punch. But yeah, we are losing this card. It won't be changing the way you play green decks anymore. We're also losing Blue Dofi. Blue Dofi was especially meta in like OPO8, OPO9 after it's got its start deck buff. But the leader is not that good right now, but it is rotating, so it is something to note. What was in this Paradise Waterfall? So some Green York and Green Zoro lists play this as a one like a 2K counter that can also restand a character, so it can't be punched. It's a thing. Again, not crazily common to see, but it is going. Looks like there's 9 cost Mihawk. So there's 9 cost Mihawk is especially played in Blue Purple Luffy. So if you play a lot of Blue Purple Luffy, come April you can't play this one either. So it's just something to keep in mind. You're gonna have to find some different high end for Blue Purple. Thunder Bagua, another Blue Purple Luffy kind of card. We're losing it. There have been a couple Suda replacements recently, but nothing will do it like Bagua. Bagua's been a really good ramp card for Blue Purple Luffy, and being a massive counter event. Part of the reason it's been so dominant. Well, this is a 9 cost Newgate. This 9 cost Newgate has been especially popular as of late in Red Purple Roger and Red Blue Ace. So you won't be able to like buff your entire leader for 2000 power for the entire turn. We are losing that option. Some people will be happy to see it go, but I personally love the card. I used to play it in Red Purple Luffy a fair bit. Makino, this is OP2 now. Generic again, just another generically strong 2K counter in red, being able to boost one of your 1 cost red characters by 3000 just for 1 done. It was very good in like Red Zoro, but that's rotating as well. Magellan. Magellan has also seen a lot of play recently in purple decks. And although purple decks haven't been seeing much play, in the purple decks that are being played, this is in almost everyone. Because into Emu and Ace really, they really want to go second and hit that either for Emu it's their 10 on turn, for Ace it's their 8 on turn. So being able to delay that by like 1 turn, although it might not sound that impactful, is very huge. And also the on KO when your opponent kills it, they have to -2 Don. So something like Emu is not killing it, even if they get the choice with their Mars effect or Ace. They're just not going to kill it until you're at 10 Don, which is a lot of value for a card to have. Hell's Judgment, another Magellan style card. It was played for a good set, like just OP12 and maybe PRB2. Played this to deal with Green Zoro because this gives the minus for the entire turn, meaning that into Green Zoro, even if they reset their leader, they'd still have that -3, which was kind of funny. Now onto some black cards. Blue. This Kuzan has been played in all removal decks. Although removal isn't as strong right now, there are murmurs of Sakazuki becoming meta, and this is just leaving. But that was an insanely valuable card. On play, draw 1, and gives -4 when attacking. 1 cost Buggy. This was played in OB12 as well, because again, Red Zoro can't kill it because it's a slash attribute, and it actually into Mihawk also they can struggle to kill this. It's also an event that looks top 5 and grabs an event. So it's just something to note that we are losing it. This 5 cost Marco again doesn't seem to play anymore, but there was a time where it is, and I can see maybe a situation where it might get seen play again, being able to pop something on play and being very sticky to the board. Then Tenmum has been an insane card. As of late, it hasn't been seen play, but into index like Purple Yellow Pudding and in Yellow Catter, this was game warping, and it's something we're losing. We're also losing Yellow Catter. I didn't put it on this list, but we're losing that leader as well. We're also doing this ACOS Catter. You see it mostly played in like Blue Yellow Nami nowadays, and maybe Enel. Both those play this card a lot. Also used to be quite expensive, but it got reprinted. But anyway, we're losing this card. It was a generically strong yellow high end for a long time, and it's maybe slightly refreshing to see it go. 10 cost Dofi is a similar story to the category. Generically strong, not leader locked green high end. Played in Bonnie, played in Bonnie. I guess the green purple Dofi. But it was just being a strong high and being able to lock up 3 things for an entire turn. Red Rock, thank God, I love this card, but I hate it so much. I think for a while now, mono blue decks have been struggling, I'd say, other than Blue Dofi, because generally they lack the inherently powerful cards. But decks that have this blue color in tandem with something like purple or red, they use the tools like Red Rock, Pudding, Gravblade, things of that nature, which are incredibly powerful cards, and Jozo as well. They're all incredibly powerful blue cards, but on their own, they're not enough to carry a deck. But when you put them with a card like red or purple, which is already running such a strong core cards like the generically good 9 cost Luffy Rush, strong ramp bodies, and all of a sudden these cards become even more valuable when you're playing them in combination with the other colours cards. So as much as I like this card, it makes sense that it's going. It didn't get reprinted. We also have beige. This has been a fucking annoying yellow trigger for the longest time. You would attack your opponent for lethal. You'd have one last attack, and bam, it can't attack, and you lose the game off of it. This has, yeah, genuinely just a game-winning trigger. I'm not complaining to see it go one bit. Not complaining at all. Nikos Yamato, again, not played much, but I thought I'd bring it up. It's a good yellow high end that's also going. Generally, a lot of the yellow high end was printed more early on, and then now we're losing it. So that's just something to keep in mind. Yellow's going to have a lot worse high end options. Obviously, you have 6 cost Kakuma and 9 cost Boa, but not really high end. This is maybe cheeky of me. I really love Chopper, so I put one Chopper on this a Chopper on this list. 1 cost Chopper, just a straw hat blocker. You see it from time to time. Nothing crazy. We also lose Jambe. Jambe was a really good a card. We have other unblockable options now, but it was really good earlier in the game, just making one of your straw hat type crew characters or leaders unblockable. Nowadays we have like 10 drop Roger to make your things unblockable, but doesn't quite do it like Jambo did. Jambo was really funny. Frankel's block restand law. This is another good, like if you're playing green yellow law or something, or red green law. It was a decent card, but like yeah, nothing crazy. This 7 cost Dofi was popping in and out of some blue purple Luffy lists, and you see it in blue decks occasionally. A 7 drop bouncing a 7 is pretty strong, but you won't have that option anymore. Starball's similar story to the Dofi, really. 4 drop bounce to 7 hand with a trigger to do this main. It's really powerful, but you don't want to see it anymore. Queen was a generically, just again, I keep repeating this, but all these generically strong tools that the game is just losing, that they're going to have to find replacements for. Queen was a really good. This was an expensive card for a while as well, before it got its reprint. Just on play, done -1, draw 2, trash 1. Or being a blocker, a 5/6 blocker with a counter. I know we have better nowadays, like that Blue Nami, which is just this but better. But it is going, and that's kind of a shame for purple decks that run it. Onigashima. So recently, Purple Kaio has seen a lot of support, where Onigashima is just really strong. But after, we also do this Purple Kaio leader, but leaders like Purple Black King won't have access to this stage, even after the crazy support that they get in OP14 EBO4 type thing. So maybe they won't be as crazy afterwards. But near the end of this now, we have Douglas Bullet. This was saw play briefly in Blue Purple Luffy in the OP13 format to deal with both of the Emu blockers that they play off their 10 cost. They play the 6 cost and the full cost that draws a card. You'd play Emu, you played Bullet, you'd use your activate main, or maybe you play a rushed character, and then you use your activate main, -4, rest their dudes, gain double attack, punch big number, and see if you can win it from there. And then finally, I'm kind of a lackluster card to leave it on, but 3 cost Brule. Yeah, decently good trigger body off for yellow. All of these cards are being lost. If there's anything that you think I should put in this list that I didn't, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Keep all this in mind. All these cards are going. Yeah, thank you. Bye.